So in this scenario, Andrew has future employment lined up from a hospital, and this hospital says that they're going to pay him to take his exam. But in exchange, he has to remember a question from the NPTE exam, and the hospital actually has real exam questions to help the student study for the exam, which is illegal. Andrew gets him out of the Andrew gets himself out of the situation, but he still feels like he has a moral obligation to do something because it's still not right, even if he got himself out of the situation. He still feels wrong that the hospital is doing this. And the realm part of this scenario is that even though Andrew had left the situation, there's still people out there who are memorizing the test questions for the hospital to use those questions in the bank to hire future students. And if Andrew would have participated in this, he would have potentially got his license taken away if they would have found out. And you don't know like all the consequences of what could have happened. So that's another reason why he didn't want to participate in this act. And this conflicts with Principle 9A because it says that a physical therapist shall protect the profession from illegal acts, and he is not protecting the profession if they are cheating by having a bank of NPT test questions. And I do believe that there is legal complications for this case because it says on the actual exam, the FSBT strictly prohibits any sharing of any information whatsoever about any questions contained with any past or present NPTE exam questions. This also conflicts with standard number 5, which is physical therapists shall fulfill their legal and ethical obligations. So since he will become a physical therapist assistant, he's going to have that knowledge of knowing that there's cheating going on at this hospital for the exam. So he needs to protect, it's his legal and ethical obligation to protect this. To protect the profession, which is also getting your license, which is the exam. And then if I was in Andrew's shoes, I would have told Dawn, the person who was in charge of all this, I would have said, Dawn, you just stated that these bank questions are from the actual test and that these students have to memorize each one question from the exam. So that's already the problem that's wrong from that. And he could have said, I feel that he feels deeply troubled and trapped in a situation that compromises his integrity. His discomfort with the situation will keep arising, and he would have liked to work there, but not using the bank of or the bank questions of the NPT exam that he got from previous students, and not memorize a question to contribute to the hospital's to contribute to the hospital's question bank and their cheating, I guess. The consequences of this can be that in the future, if they find out about this and the hospital gets caught, all the students who participated in this could potentially get their license revoked, which is really a severe consequence. So obviously Andrew doesn't want to go through that, so he took himself out of the situation, but he still feels like he has a moral obligation to do something about the situation. And this is the scenario for PTA 600.